So, mixed form has hit us so far this season, but we got some FA Cup action to look forward to. Welcome back to Buxton 2.0. Yeah, so we start on the fixture page where you can see after them opening two games of the season, we beat Scarborough Athletic 3-0, one from Blasic, two from K-Roll Figueroa, his first goals for the club on his loan spell. Before back-to-back 1-1 draws, first of all, Gateshead, Sam Bell scored for us, equalising after Douglas James Taylor put them 1-0 up, and Leighton Stewart equalised after Lachlan Brook put Aldershot 1-0 up. So we went 4 games unbeaten, but then we also went 4 games without winning after 2-0 defeat against Barrow, Wheatfield and Bassett scoring for them, and a 3-2 defeat against Bath, where we were 2-0 up here. Jay Johnson and Sam Bell scoring, Yassine Toure, Alex Fletcher and Marcelo Keeley all scoring late on for Bath here to give them the victory, before bouncing back against Yeovil 3-0, another 2 from Figueroa, 1 from Blasic once again in this game, and 2-1 over Kings Lynn. Stevenson scoring the equaliser after Ted Bishop put them ahead, and a 93rd minute winner from Leighton Stewart gave us all 3 points. And the 1-1 draw with Leighton Orient, another late goal, this time from Kean Pennant, his first for the club, equalising after Dan Nkrumah put Leighton Orient 1-0 up. We then played Oldham, lost 4-3, cracking game, 2 from Harry Vaughan, 1 from James Roberts and 1 from Josh Hines, giving the victory. We had 2 from Stewart and 1 from Alcock in that one. Before beating Altrincham 2-1, Apaya and Alcock scoring, this time Manny Norkett pulling one back for Altrincham, but we held on for the victory. And then a shock defeat really for Halifax. Yes, they're up there, but I expected us to beat them. And we were just miles off all game, 2 from Langstaff, 1 from Jacob Hamilton gave them the victory. So we're sat in mid-table, 12th place. We're already 5 points off the playoffs. It's now 19 points off top. So it's going to be a tough season if we are wanting to get up there. Alexander, by the way, scored 18 goals in 13 games for Bromley, as they are still the only unbeaten team in this league. But as I mentioned, first of all is FA Cup action, and we're playing Braintree, who are in the Isthmian Premier League now. They drew with Chester 0-0 in their first game, before beating them 3-2 in extra time with a 121st minute winner to see us facing them just 3 days ago. So they're going to be tired. We're a better team. I wasn't planning on rotating, but given the fact they went to extra time the whole way just a few days ago, we are rotating. So Roberts is in goal. He's going to be our cup goalkeeper. Lewell is at right back and Godden at left back. Houghton and Pepper in the central defence. McConnell and McCoy are on the wings, with Gray and Love in midfield, and then Pennant and Figueroa up top. Figueroa is, joint second top scorer, but he's only actually made 1 start this season. So we're going to put him in from the start here, see what he can do. If he can get a couple of goals, then he's probably going to be starting, going forward. Yes, Leighton Stewart sort of kicked on recently, but he's still, if he isn't scoring, he's not really doing much. We're going to bench of Tasdemir, Apaya, Dahl, Mallon, Simpson, Pusey, Leeds, and Stevenson. So, yeah, hopefully, this rotated team can go and get a victory. Should we refresh his arms and tell them that we should be winning this comfortably? And we're going to put pressure on them. You can see that a lot of players are complacent. Lewell and McCoy both nervous, but yeah, the complacency is a bit of a worry. You can see how patchy our form has been there in our last 5 games. And Braintree, technically, unbeaten, because they're only playing FA Cup games with them being not in a playable league. So 2 wins and a draw for them so far in this competition. But like I say, they're either having to rotate or, fatigue is going to play a part for them as well. Scott Godden with a very early booking, 2nd minute of the game. Corner ball from Glover and puts heads just over the bar. And early warning sign for Braintree there, who are, looking at statistics, the better team so far. Harwood with the free kick, about 30 yards out. Roberts saves, and we do get a clear. And we're going to demand more very early on here. See if we can wake up a few of them that are complacent. 8 shots, 3 on target for Braintree already in this opening 25 minutes of the game. We've had 0. We've had no shots at all. We are the home team, which is a bit of a worry, really. Yes, like I say, it's a rotated team. We're probably not strong enough to be rotating teams fully for games yet, but you know, we should be beating these, and it's a very, very poor half of football. We're going to let them know about it. We are going to send them straight back out. We're not going to make any changes yet. It's Godden with a throw-in. Williams clears. Houghton back in towards Pepper. Keeper doesn't get there, and Richie Pepper, I believe, gets his first goal for the club. It is his first goal for the club, and does give us the lead. And we're saying how poor we were in that first half. It ends up being a mistake by the goalkeeper, who I don't really know what he's doing, to be perfectly honest with you. He doesn't need to come for that ball, and when he does, he has to be winning it. Instead, he tries to dive. Tight offside, is it? He's not. He's miles onside. But yeah, very, very questionable goalkeeper there from Sirwad. And he does give us the lead with just our second shot of the game and our first one on target as well. And on the hour mark here, we will go and make some changes. Tazdemir is going to come off at Figueroa. He hasn't really done the job from, starting. Dahl can come in for Love. We'll bring on Needs for Godden. Nobody can really play right wing there. How many changes do we get? 3. Okay, so we've made all 3 changes there, and we'll see what these substitutes can do. Tazdemir is still at the club, of course. He's one of them players where he obviously isn't good enough for us now, as puts heads wide. But he's happy to stick around, and we're happy to keep him here. If he does want to retire, a Buxton player, I would be very, very happy with that. We'll look at keeping him on the coaching staff. But if he does want to go, we're not going to, stand in his way. We will keep an open mind. We'll see what he wants to do. He's been a fantastic servant for the club. I don't think he'd be very happy being a bit part player. I mean, he is, only 26 years old, so he's coming into his prime. But if he's happy playing a bit part player here, he's cheap enough, we're happy to keep him. Tastemir chasing down his Goodrich, goes past his own keeper. Williams clears downfield towards Hooper, Needs, heads, and it's intercepted by Hooper, who tries to find Put. Can he find a ball in towards Hooper? He can. Lays up for Richardson to Glover. And Braintree have a 91st minute equaliser. That looks like it might take this game to a replay, which is why I did this game first off. In case, we did need a replay. And it was well worked. Richardson composed to find that ball to Glover instead of shooting himself. And it's a decent finish, but we were completely exposed there at the back. And, perhaps a deserved draw for Braintree. We were very, very poor. Very poor. Completely outplayed in that game. And we are going to have to step it up big time in the replay, which, we might as well make that the second game of this episode in a few days' time. So that's what we'll come back for then. So just a one change coming into the replay of this game. Tazdemir comes in for Figueroa. So we've got Roberts, Lewell, Pepper, Houghton, Godden, McConnell, Love, Gray, McCoy, Pennant, Tazdemir. You may think I've learned nothing from that last game, and I probably haven't, to be fair. But it's a long season, and my main aim this season is getting back into the playoffs once again. So when I've got a chance to rotate players, I'm going to rotate players. Let's try and calm down Needs. Not really worked. Everyone that's complacent, let's try and... Nope. Okay, brilliant. We've managed to make Houghton unsure, though. Fantastic. We are wonderful at this man management sort of thing. So Braintree come in with the 4-3-3, similar to last time. I think there's been a few changes in that team. Obviously, us with just that one change. Tazdemi in for Pennant. Sorry, in for Figueroa. So we'll see what Figueroa can do off the bench this time around as well. He does seem to be a better impact player than a starter from what we've seen so far. Corner ball from Godden, delivered in and headed clear. Is Godden going to get there? He is. Puts inside, chips on towards McConnell, brings it down. Back to Lewell. Can he find a ball in maybe? Goes back to Pepper. He looks over the top for Pennant. Keeper's come, doesn't get there once again. And the flag has gone up. It's been disallowed. It must have been tight, but once again, the goalkeeper is coming for these balls. It's very, very tight. Not really getting anywhere near that. So let's go much more direct, shall we? Let's float some crosses in. Let's try and get the keeper coming off his line as much as possible. Pennant with the free kick. If he puts one in towards this area at back post, it could be very dangerous. Instead, he shoots himself, and Sirwad is across to push that wide for a corner ball. It's not Sirwad, is it? The W is at the start of the name, but it's fine. Pennant with a corner. Puts heads clear. Gray is going to get to that. He's going to recycle this back in. It's Houghton. The end of the highlight. Tazdemir. First time cross comes in towards McConnell's header. Hits the bar and goes over for a goal kick. And, you know, we look a lot better in this game. We do look a lot better in this game. Glover now, though, with a free kick for Braintree. Dangerous position to float one in towards the back post. Golding's header hits the bar and stays out. So that's both teams now hitting the woodwork. We're going to encourage the players, though. Alton top, skipper, Golding. I'm a bit concerned this highlight is continued. Glover is in here behind side. Pulls it across for Ben, and Braintree do indeed have the lead here. And against the run of play, really, we have been the better team so far in this game statistically. But this was just far too simple. Glover just gets in and, you know, there's 3 players running towards our goal. Defenders just jogging back. And, yeah, we're 1-0 down. Let's go very attacking. As Braintree actually coming more and more into this game now. That goal has given them bags and bags of confidence. We are going to go back to shorter passing here. Let's work the ball into the box once again. Goalkeeper with the free kick to Glover, down for Richardson. Alton top tries to find puts, but that will run straight through to Roberts, who chests it down and brings it out, plays it across to Houghton. Love, Gray, Tazdemir now. Skipper to Gordon. Tack breaks down. And yeah, we've gone from looking very, very good in the opening stages to not fantastic again. Here, Glover is in once again. Crosses to Skipper. Houghton brings him down. And it's a penalty to Braintree. And we need Roberts to step up here. We have berated the team. Jones versus Roberts. He scores. And it's 2-0 to Braintree. And we need to do something here at half time if we are to get into the first round proper of the FA Cup, where the draw has taken place, by the way. The winner of this tie will be away against Shrewsbury. So a pretty big game, really. Half time, it's 2-0. We're going to thrash his arms, tell them they've let us down. Tazdemir was coming off for Figueroa. Houghton off for Apaya, and let's bring on Stevenson for Lewell. So a few more of the senior players coming on here. We are going to demand more. Williams with a free kick into Puts. Skipper in space. Can't find Ben though. Pepper clears. Can Figueroa win that? No, he can't. Skipper though, loose touch. Pennant steals it off him. Gray looks to play one over the top for Pennant. Space to run into. It's Pennant into the area and it's a poor finish in the end. Should have done a lot better with that. And now that ball is cleared downfield and Benny's in behind a player and it's a wild effort in the end. But it just shows how easy it is for them to get in behind us. And yeah, we look like we are going to be heading out of the FA Cup. And once again, I've got to hold my hands up. It's my fault for playing this rotated team once again when I saw how poor they were first time out. But, I wanted to give them faith that they weren't going to be that bad twice in a row. Skipper looks like he might be offside there. The flag is up indeed. We did well enough there just to step up and catch him. You can see there quite some distance offside. But it's all Braintree at the moment. Paya is not best clearance, Roberts claims. And rolls it out to Pepper. It wasn't best throw really. Stevenson though looks forward towards Pennant, who can't flick the header on. Ben just easily past Gray, just dangles the leg lazily. Glover, that will seal it. That will indeed seal it. Oh dear. 3-0 to a team that are 2 divisions below us, that have played, 300 minutes of football in the last week, whereas we've played 180. And they've embarrassed us. And to be fair, they probably should have won the first leg given the statistics and how dominant they were. And Benny's in again once more and saved this time by Roberts. Godden to a Paya. We've got 20 minutes to try and find 3 goals. It's not going to happen. And once again, like we see year on year, a lot of these players have shown that they are probably not good enough for the club at this time. McConnell clears, can't find Figueroa. Ben switches play. Godden will get there. He clears. McCoy brings it down. Looks for Pennant. He goes against McConnell. Cross comes in first time to Pennant. Good save. But the rebound is tapped in by Keiro Figueroa. Decent save by the goalkeeper. Just a bit unlucky where it bounced to. He didn't really have much more he could do with the save. And yeah, the cross field ball. Pennant's shot saved. Figueroa has a goal back. 15 minutes to find 2 goals. It would be a miracle. It would be a miracle. Let's demand more, see if we can find anything else. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go, and that looks like the highlights have dried up. And here we go, 90 seconds left to play. We'll probably score now to make it look a bit more respectable. Figueroa is in, and Figueroa does score. And we gave ourselves too much to do. We did give ourselves too much to do. I mean, this was just so simple. If we could have done this all game, it's ball over the top, man comes deep, cashed everyone out, and Gordon's just jogging. Figueroa is alive. It's a cracking finish. It's a lovely goal. But that will be full time, and we will crash out of the FA Cup once again. It's not good enough, is it? Yes, again, I'll hold my hands up and say I shouldn't have rotated as much. But there we go. We'll reject that offer for the youth player. We get 3k for that. Lovely. In terms of where we come back, I think we'll do start of December. Actually, should we do FA Trophy for once? We'll do Hartlepool and the FA Trophy, I think, is where we'll come back next time. So thank you very much for watching. I know it's not been the best episode in terms of quality. again, hold my hands up to that one. I do apologise for the rotated team that has kicked us out. But yeah, we'll see you next time for some more action. Bye bye.